want you to give me and him a round of applause for Mr. Rudy Ortiz, who has been selected by the district as the Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Mr. Ortiz, come on up here.
I didn't believe it. It was very overwhelming. I remember when Miss Jacobson had told me that she announced I had won, I was still asking her the whole thing for reals when I was walking up, because it was just very overwhelming. And the support of the staff here was tremendous, and I think more importantly for me, why I ran for District Teacher of the Year was to really do it for the whole team of teachers who was here at the school and represent them. And so to me it was just a big gift that I could give the school, and more importantly the community of City Heights. And so all of these thoughts were just racing through my head, and when I was a student here, my first year teaching here, the students I have now, seeing the students that I had previously in years. So it was just hard to take it all in at once. Well, I come from a history of teachers. My mom was a teacher, just retired. She put over 20 years in the district. My aunts are teachers in different districts. And ever since I was little, I used to love helping people and helping students. And I remember being in 6th grade, I would help the 3rd graders during my lunchtime. And I remember in high school doing a cross-age tutoring where I would go read to some of the students. And at that moment I learned I had a gift. So my goal, I thought I was going to be a middle school or high school teacher. And so I started to work as a substitute, as an aide in the middle schools and high schools, and found out that a lot of the low performing students didn't get some foundations in earlier years. Went down to 2nd, kindergarten, and eventually ended up in preschool, where I thought I could make the most impact. Let's see, let's look around and see. Okay, let's look around and see who's here. Who's that in the corner? Who's that? Is that Emmanuel?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hi, Emmanuel.
Hi, Emmanuel.
Who's in front of him?
Aaron.
Aaron. I'm gonna say, hi, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
One of the teachers I used to work for told me there's an opening at Euclid. And when she told me that, I was like, I have to go. That needs to be my school. Something that was like meant to be. I had a feeling. I wasn't nervous when I came here. It was home to me. And so to come back and teach here is something that is simply, it's a book. I mean, it's something that you see in the movies and things like that. And more importantly, to live in the house again that I used to live in when I was little. And so that's amazing to me, is to have that house and have the students know that Mr. Ortiz is a teacher here, but also my neighbor.
I can smell food, yelled a voice from nearby. It's the bear, cried Eddie. Where can I hide?
Where can he go? Okay. I like the way Ayub is sitting down. Ayub, are you ready? Come here, Ayub, let's go in the basket. You ready? All right, so Ayub's in the basket. You know what I've learned from my students is to enjoy it. Especially with these 3- and 4-year-olds and some of them 5 years old. As we come here, I'm gonna make those 3 hours the most happy experience they're gonna have in their life for that day. And it's a short, limited time that I have with them. And I make a strong commitment to always think about when I'm writing my lessons or when I'm writing for their week lessons,
Sniffing
what's the
air.
best I can buy for those 3 hours? What's the best I can get out of them
teddy
to learn?
bear's picnic,
But most importantly,
hooray!
be happy. But more
Say
importantly,
help.
the foundation of this classroom is to have a high self-esteem. And a
he's
lot of people
coming
don't
this
realize
way.
but the importance of a happy childhood in those early years determines
This
a
is
lot
what
of what
Ayub
your
looks
later
like in
adult
there.
years will be like.
He just has that, I can't describe it. It's just that energy he has when he teaches. He puts music to them and how he speaks to the kids, and I just love that out of him. And I think especially the music part, he brings in salsa, cumbias, African music, beats, everything. He incorporates it in the classroom, and that's what I really enjoyed learning from him.
I get to work with the families. Once they get older, the families kind of back away, you know? And every other Friday, the parents are invited to come in. And they're big events. We'll make books together, we'll do science projects. There's actually grass over there in the corner. We planted our seeds together. And it's become a time to not just learn together as far as academically, but the parents get to meet their neighbor. And so a lot of times we live these busy lives, even though we live in this neighborhood, and it's been a really nice time to see these parents support each other. Oh, you need a babysitter? Sure, I can do it. And that's the joy I get out of preschool, is that if I can share that the importance my family had on my educational career, and they were my backbone, that if they do the same, that they can really get their students to be successful.
He knows kids all the way from pre-K to 5th grade, and they know Mr. Ortiz, and they know what a great guy he is. And he was the keynote speaker for our 5th grade promotion last year, and just did a super job of gearing up our 5th graders as they were leaving and motivating them to get out there and do whatever they want to do with their lives, and setting goals for themselves to be and do whatever they can be. And he teaches that from pre-K on.
He makes us feel happy and like we can do anything we want to when we grow up.
He is one of the most incredible teachers I've seen.
He really loves what he does.
Oh, he's a really great teacher.
He has a very positive attitude.
He's just an awesome teacher.